Hey, Chad Imhoff here, the EFT guy, part of the success and vulnerability team. I was chatting with an SV member, actually doing supervision this morning, and we came up with a couple little thoughts that I think are really useful when you're working with withdrawers. The first one was, man, withdrawers have a tendency to go to logic. So they're going to want to talk about and kind of block. This withdrawer was saying, hey, this is what I feel, and then they would go to this kind of like story about the process of their emotion, stuck here, and then that causes me to this and that and the other thing, and when that happens, this happens. So it's like kind of removed, right? They're using the I feel this way word. They're kind of saying it's an emotion, but it's actually a story about emotion or a process or a logical flow to emotion. And so I kind of saw that happening. And the way I like to handle most blocks is through validation. And so I said, how would we validate that? And he did a great job of validating and practicing and saying, hey, I love that you can go to this logical flow and you're so good at organizing and that's why you're so intelligent, like kind of really kind of stroking the ego in some ways of the withdrawer, just saying, man, it's cool that you can do that. It works everywhere. And then returning to focus of the experience or the emotion in the moment. And the other thing that we noticed this withdrawer do is kind of laugh off emotion. Kind of like, oh yeah, that's hard or that's sad, ha ha ha, and kind of go away from it. And he goes, how do you validate laughter? And I'm like, man, I like to just kind of laugh with him for a second. Maybe even make a joke about, us therapists, we're weird. I want to talk about the painful places in your life. Ha ha, it's weird that I do that, because as a withdrawer, he's always gone away from it. And so if I can kind of laugh about going into it or kind of be light with them, even tell them, hey, it's cool that you can burn off some of the steam or energy by laughing. It allows him to kind of feel safe and ready to do something deeper. And so we practiced with those two things, laughter and logic being two things that withdrawers really use to kind of block or stay out of emotion. They don't mean to, it's just how they've learned to handle difficult places. And so organizing and laughing about it, that's kind of what they've done. And so I got to see that twice this morning. The same withdrawer has the I don't know move down pretty pat too, which I think is the most common one that you'll see with withdrawers, that kind of I don't know what I feel, I don't know. But really, if you can handle the I don't know and give that space, a lot of times that works. And if you can handle laughter and logic also, I think you'll be really successful with withdrawers and helping getting them into their vulnerability. And then obviously then able to kind of get that vulnerable place responded to. So thanks for checking this out, man. We get better together, and I look forward to seeing you again soon in the SB modules or maybe here on the EFT guy. Thanks.